Ban Bunny with BanBunny.com, and I'm here tonight at the Masquerade with Jeremy from Shiny Toy Guns. How are you?
Hi, I'm good.
I really appreciate you taking the time to talk to us. And we were just talking about a little bit, but before we got set up, that this is what, your 7th time in Atlanta?
About, yeah.
Yeah. So how does Atlanta compare to like some of the other dates you've played?
Well, we started early here, so the first 2 or 3 shows were was tough. We started like way pre anything, no label, no manager, no booking agent. Just with mainly it was like some of the kids from the scene at right over there at that dance club. There's a Wednesday night there called is it called Q something, that club over here?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, Club Q.
I'm so bad with names. But yeah, no, we just some friends of ours that went out there. Like, you know, you have to come to Atlanta. There's like, it's really cool. It was really far from us, because we're from LA, but we would come here and play the, you know, the little room here, and we played the medium room here, and then the bigger room here. Yeah. And then we'd always stick around. We'd stick around with the owner, and then like hide under things and scare the hell out.
What do you mean
my drummer's terrified of even the hint of a ghost.
Really?
And so my guitar player and I would crawl under the stage.
Yeah.
And just like be very 8 years old, make noises and throw things.
Well, this is the perfect venue for it. I mean,
yeah, there's have you heard the stories though?
No.
This building is literally haunted.
Is it really?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, tell me about that. I don't know.
Well, this used to be, as you can tell, a mill.
Yeah.
And quite often in the early 1800s, people would get caught in the mill and pulled and stretched as if they were a piece of cotton. And supposedly you can still hear the screams.
Really?
You hear the machinery coming on, and there's a woman here that walks around cleaning things at certain points in the night. The owner will not stay here after it's closed.
Really?
And he always has people with him, and he pays them to stay with him extra overtime.
No,
I'm dead serious.
Really?
I'm dead. No, I swear to you. No, it's like it's at night, it's up here, and it's up in the very back is when a lot of the different things happen.
But have they said, like, has anything bad happened? Is it like a bad spirit?
No, that's a good question, but it's been seen over and over and over again.
Ooh, I want to see it tonight. That would be kind of fun. What time does it come out? Do you know?
I have no idea. When I ask,
I want to see it, because that'd be neat. I mean, I can totally see it. The architecture here is just. It's just great. You can feel it, kind of. But
this building is very, 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 very old.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I remember years ago there were pool tables here, and it was just totally different. It was just different setup. But well, I wanted to ask you. I noticed on one of your websites, you guys talk about 3 equal parts, the whole of 3 equal parts: guitars, technology, and melody. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Well, I mean, basically, what we're trying to do. Is infuse like the infuse the angst and the fun part of being in a live band, which is like screaming amplifiers and drums and just rock and roll, regardless of what genre or whatever it is. Just that is the power of rock and roll: the drums, the bass, the guitar, the vocal, and capture that and plug that in here. And then technology, which is zeros and ones, the power of modern day instrumentation using electricity. You can bend electricity with keyboards and computers and soft synthesizers to morph it into actual music.
Okay.
And a lot of people that, if you were to only be that, you would be like a Massive Attack or a whatever, like electronic music, like Air, for instance. Okay. Take that. Plug that in and take melody meaning bands that are melody based would be like the Beatles, would be like just melodic music. You don't have to call it pop music, but music based on melodies, like Coldplay is based on melodic vocals, melodic hooks done with instruments, to where it's not just this is a riff and it's angry, or this is a rhythm and it's funky. It's a melody, and it's deep. And we take those 3 things, and we're trying to make that into a sound that is the whole of those 3 parts.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense when you break it down like that. We Are Pilots, you recorded it and released it 3 different times. Is that correct?
No.
No?
Well, yeah, no. I mean,
no. Well, tell me about that.
Well,
What's
it's
correct about it and what isn't?
like any band, we made a demo
Mm-hmm.
a long time ago, and then we wanted to immediately tour because
Sure.
you're just sitting there. You have to tour like now. If you want to be in a band, you want to do anything, you have to tour. We haven't been home since the first time we came here.
Really?
Literally, it was 3 years ago. We're still on tour. We're not going home till God knows when in 2008. But anyway, we wanted to have gas money. In order to have gas money, you need merch. In order to get people excited and get people to not steal your record, you must have a record to sell.
Right,
So we
right.
took our demo. You can't sell somebody a CD with a marker on it. So we replicated the demo with artwork and a shrink, just like a CD, you know.
Right.
Made like 1,000 and sold those. Well, as we played live for the first time in conjunctive sections, you know, we played 2 weeks, 3 weeks, blah, 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 we started to not be as in love with certain songs and be more in love with certain parts of certain songs. So we went back, tweaked, pulled, twisted, stretched, and had some better art, and we made another version of the demo, and again went out and packaged it properly, and then we toured and toured and toured. Again, same exact scenario. We made a third version of the demo, which is that. And this is what we used to shop for a record deal with, was this demo.
Oh, okay.
They took it as it is, mastered it, and made it, that's our album.
Well, it looks really sharp. Even, I mean, the graphics and everything. It's got a really nice continuity to it, I would say. You know, even
Yeah,
the pages.
common thread thing.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've noticed you guys your songs have kind of permeated pop culture. They're everywhere, from Motorola, you know, the Razor phone,
Right.
to it's been on Guiding Light, to Ugly Betty. Do you think that that's added to your popularity, helped you reach a larger audience? And what do you say to people who, you know, there's some people who always have definitions of what's success and what's not success and what's keeping true to roots and what have you. What would you say to some of those critics?
I haven't heard one yet because,
Really? Cool.
Because it's a relationship thing. If your camera guy got this cool brand new camera given to him because of the work that he does,
Right.
would you be the critic? Would be like, you're selling out?
No, I'd be like,
You
that's
need to-
awesome. Can I
yeah.
get one too?
If someone gave him like a, you know, like a, yeah, if you had this some like badass HD camera and you're like, no, use your $500 camera.
Yeah.
Do not, because you are selling out. That'd be weird, right? It'd be
Yeah.
totally weird. And the thing is, when we started the band and started marketing the band ourselves, which we still do, well, with help, but we still control all of that. It was based on peer-to-peer relationship building, social networking stuff. Like, you write something, you get written back. You ask something, you get talked back to. We play a show, we're hanging out at the bar or the merch table or outside, sitting on the ground smoking cigarettes. We're not going to go back in our bus
Right.
and watch Van Halen DVDs.
Because there are a lot of bands who do that, who go back. And,
That's their thing. It
Yeah.
doesn't mean that that's wrong,
Yeah.
but that's not what we do. And because of that, of course, I forgot to turn my phone off. Why would I do that? Because of that, we have respect. I mean, why wouldn't we have respect?
well, I heard that at one point.
It's a respect thing. So if we do something cool or not cool,
Right.
we're not going to get reamed unless they completely disagree with it. And people in our best interest are like, what the crap are you doing? We don't agree with this. And they're going to violently write in, like massively. We've played shows with bands, I'm not going to name who they are, but bands that are very, very, very pop or very cheesy or whatever.
Right, right.
And we got our ass reamed online. They're like, you are not
What,
supposed
because
to
you
be
were playing with
that. You're not supposed to be doing that. But Razor 2 and America's Next Top Model, Dancing with the Star, all those people just think it's funny and cool. They're like,
Well, the Razor commercial is really cool.
It's
too.
actually a
plays
very cool
excellently
commercial.
into it, Yeah.
it's remember the film The Cell?
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
that
Vince
guy.
Vaughn.
Yeah.
Is it the same?
He
Really?
did the commercial.
It's
yeah.
it's a slick commercial. It's really good.